Hey there, welcome back to Mommy Reboot TV. I'm your host, Jody Agard. Okay, girl, so we are still continuing our self-care in a crisis series, and today we are talking about priorities. Because the truth is, inside of a pandemic, inside of a crisis, priorities are every freaking thing. They are everything. Because the reality is that we have so much more on our plate between homeschooling and extra meals and extra cleanup and extra food prep and extra just kids' needs and the family being at home. We don't have the headspace to fit everything in that we once fit in before. So our priorities prior COVID-19, prior everything that has been happening right now, just won't longer, it won't apply anymore. It's just different. So our priorities have to shift with the season that we're in. And the season that we're in a crisis, right? And we have new circumstances happening right now. So, that said, we have to shift our priorities and we have to get really clear. For me, my top priorities are my health, my family's health, spending alone time with my husband. That's needed now more than ever. Spending family time, spending like real quality time instead of a drill sergeant for, okay, get this subject done and get this and do this chore and blah, blah. So spending real quality time with my family is a priority. So I know we're crazy, but we are starting a new business venture with me and my husband. So that's a top priority. So how those things are showing up in my life is that I'm making sure I move my body. I am making sure that I'm carving out time to sit down with my husband and to have that alone time, to watch a movie, to do whatever those things are. I'm sitting down with my son to be able to really get clear on what our priorities are for the day as far as his schooling goes, so that we're not just thrown into the day. It's a top priority to make sure that we're watching movies together and we're having dinners as a family. And that's how it's showing up in my life. And what really, really helped me was to, inside of this, like I would say a couple weeks ago, I just sat down and I'm like, okay, clearly all of the things that I thought priority are just out the window right now. So what are my bare bones? Like I've got so much more on my plate. What's like really top priority for me right now? And basically just listing them out, that might be really helpful to you. It helped me a lot just to list them out on a piece of paper so I could see them black and white, what they are. And that also has helped me say, okay, you know what? That said, some things are going to have to be let go. And if it doesn't fit into this priority box that I have for myself, this priority list, well, then I'm just going to let the rest of the things go. And it just is what it is. So for me, having a super clean house and making sure that I can eat off my freaking floors that keep getting messed up because everybody's home and everyone's dropping crumbs everywhere is not a big priority to me. So the dust bunnies that are floating around, I'm okay with those. I'm just letting them be. I'm letting it say, okay, you know what? I'll get to them when I have time. I'll get to them when it's more of a priority. Right now, this workout is a priority. Right now, sitting with my husband and hanging out is a priority. Right now, watching this movie together as a family or sitting down with my son and talking with him about school is more of a priority than letting just the dishes be in there. So that's what I've basically come to terms with is, you know what, letting the dishes sit in the sink for a little bit longer than quote unquote normal pre-pandemic is okay. And focusing on that list, like just realizing that let that list kind of be your guidance. Like, okay, if just as far as just letting things go, I think it just really has helped me personally just to have that list so I can let things go if it doesn't fit into that list. Because the truth is, by the way, we're not going to become slobs. Like, we're not going to be living in filth just because I'm letting the laundry go or the dishes pile up a little bit longer than quote unquote normal. That's just not going to happen. It's going to come to a point where I'm just like, okay, enough is enough. And what I'm noticing is that cleaning up in the morning is more of a priority to me than at nighttime, because that's when my family time is. So I'm okay with, I wake up super early before the whole entire household. So that's like kind of my little me time where I've got my podcast going, I've got my music going, I'm hanging out with the dogs, I'm cleaning up the kitchen, I'm putting the dishes away from the night before, and that's more of a priority to me right now. And it just is what it is. So, ask yourself, what is most important right now? Like, and in any given moment, ask yourself, what's really important to me right now? And get really clear about what your top priorities are. If they're a top 3, top 4, top 5, top I wouldn't go too much past 5 because I think that's just going to lead to overwhelm. But just spelling them out. What does it mean for you? And remember that you are quite literally a human inside of a crisis right now. And I'm the most positive person. Like, I'm not scared about this. I feel very calm and chill and relaxed. And I feel like everything's going to work out, even though some things are unsteady in our life right now. Overall, I feel really good. But we're also inside of a crisis right now. And my life looks nothing like it once did. So just give yourself that ease and grace to know that you're a human. And it's okay. It's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to let some things slide if that's what needs to happen, because your mental health is so much more important than the dishes, the laundry, the floors, the doing things perfectly. It just is. So just give yourself a lot of grace and ease and focus on what's most important to you right now. And by the way, lying down on your couch, snuggling with your kids and your pets and taking it easy is super important right now. So keep that in mind when you're asking yourself, what's most important that I get done right now, or what's most important that I want to do right now, or what's most important to show up? How do I want to be right now? So keep that in mind. Okay, that was a lot. Okay, so as always, if you thought of that mama who really needs to hear this message, by all means, please send her my link, my page, whatever. And also, if you're not already a part of the Mommy Reboot Facebook group, please, we would love to have you join us also. You can just search the groups, and it's also the link is in my bio. All right, mama. So today, focus on your priorities. What's top priority? Just make a quick little list of what your top priorities right now, and anything else that falls outside of that, let it go. Just let it go. It's not important. Not right now. It's later. We can reshift our priorities when life really develops into like a new norm, which, that's going to be a whole other different show. All right, girl. See you later. Bye.